Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Bahrain Now. With me, your host, Bara Abdulla. We've got a great show coming up featuring great local talents, initiatives, and happenings from around the kingdom. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, good food is good mood. Today with us in the studio is the founder of Bahrain Nabil Specialties, sharing with us his journey. Well, good evening and hello, Chef Nabil. How are you?
Wonderful. Thank you very much for having me. It's really a pleasure. Thank you for the invite.
It is definitely our most pleasure. And we are super excited to see this beautiful creativity of yours.
Thank you.
Tell us more about yourself, sir.
Well, I'm a chef right now. And I've been in the food business for over 35 years.
35 years?
40
wow.
maybe.
Okay.
I'm not that old.
No, you look very young. Younger than me, that's for sure.
Yeah, I was 1 year old when I started.
Amazing.
I've started Vanilla Bistro about 3-4 years ago, and unfortunately we had to shut down because of the COVID.
Right.
But now we are back. We are doing our goodies that people love,
right,
and ask for all the time. So we are there for them, and inshallah we'll reopen very shortly.
Amazing, amazing. I mean, from the looks of it, I'm just getting all the good vibes, the colors, the way it looks. It's something out of a movie.
Well, thank you.
You know, seeing all these Hollywood movies, I'm like, it is real. We've seen it, but we never got the chance to actually taste it.
Right.
So now tell us more about your creativity. It looks so American.
It is. I lived in the States for 17 years.
17 years.
Yeah, mostly in Chicago.
Okay.
And that's where I had a restaurant there, and that's where I learned all my stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, but even I was doing them before I opened my restaurant, but then I had them there. So what these are here now,
right,
I've served them in Chicago. So
amazing.
Exact same recipes, everything.
Wow.
So yeah, so it is 100% American.
So it's pretty much just exporting your experience just here in Bahrain.
It is.
What's happening there, you just put it right here?
Yeah.
With a Bahraini touch maybe, or?
Well, in my savory food, yes, there is.
Okay.
Right. But in desserts, I cannot have the lemon meringue with saffron, for example, or saffron. I cannot. But actually, I did with the San Sebastian. I did have it with saffron and cardamom, so it was tasted Bahraini, yeah.
No, that's very interesting. 17 years in the States, you had your own business going on over there, you started your restaurants over there, and now you're bringing all your beautiful experience to Bahrain. Now, the recipes are pretty much the same, but what about the ingredients? Do you have any challenges pretty much bring the same kind of ingredients from Chicago to Bahrain?
No, but more expensive, much more expensive. You know, like for example, pecan, you know, they sell it, you get it for free in the States. Here it costs arm and a leg. So yeah, but all the ingredients are available in Bahrain. Yeah.
Okay, and you get pretty much the same taste, the same feeling of it.
Exact same taste.
Wow, oh wow, I can't wait to try, but there's more to talk about it here, right here. So now pretty much at your own place, household, you know, your family are happy, I guess, lucky to have the big boss right now, daddy, doing all the cooking and all that kind of stuff. So how are their reactions? Like, okay, do you bring them new stuff every day? Do you let them try your food before it goes out to the market?
Yeah, they are really my jury.
Okay.
Yeah, I let them try. I cook. I try to cook them different things every day, so they're happy about that.
Anything like pretty much became their favorite?
They're all their favorite.
Okay.
I haven't had a flop with them yet.
Like the jury, right? It's a very good jury.
Yeah, they love my cooking.
Amazing, amazing. One of the things that I tried a long time ago, maybe like 15, 16 years ago, was the Chicago pizza.
Right.
Seeing it again, pretty much, it's just a nostalgia to me altogether.
Right.
So for those who don't know what a Chicago pizza is, can you explain to them, to the Bahraini audience and to the world as well?
Right. Well, it was started in Chicago by, I think, two taxi drivers back in the 50s.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they opened a place called Gino's East, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
It was very close to where I lived, in downtown Chicago. And it really took off from there. It's not Italian. It has nothing to do with Italian pizza or American Italian pizza. It's completely different.
Okay.
So it's a pie, basically.
Right.
Yeah, it's stuffed with cheese and other goodies, whatever. But it's mostly sauce and cheese. So
Okay.
this particular pizza has half a kilo of mozzarella inside.
All the goodness in the world
Yes.
in one pie.
In one pie. So it takes a lot of cheese, a lot of ingredients in there. And the crust, unlike regular pizza, it has butter in it, which is like the crust of a pie. The regular pizza has olive oil only.
Yeah. Okay.
So that gives it the crunch.
So far, when people tried it here in Bahrain, what was the reception? Because, you know,
Oh.
we're always used to that thin crust, Italian pizza, you know.
Yeah.
But when they say this pizza, I'm like, this is a pizza? Let's try it. So what was the reaction to it?
Amazing reaction. I think
Okay.
we're probably the only ones doing it in Bahrain. I'm not sure, but I
Okay.
think so. And people just love it. I have one customer last week, and I have it on message actually. He said, "This is legendary pizza."
Wow.
So I'll say hello to him.
Okay, please go ahead.
So yes, it's wonderful reception. It's doing very, very well for us, to be honest
Amazing.
with you.
Amazing.
More than I expect. I wasn't planning on making it in Bahrain.
Okay.
I did it by accident for a friend. I'll tell you the story.
Sure, please, go ahead.
He came over with a date whom he wanted to propose to.
Okay, that's a good start. That's a good start.
Really? So he said, give us something special. He came to the restaurant. So
Right.
I did this. And it was a hit from that moment on. They both loved it. They took off from there.
They got married?
Okay. No, I think they're still engaged. Not
All
yet
right,
married.
all right. But it was a good hit. It was a
It
good start.
was.
I mean, it pushed it, right? It gave that beautiful
Absolutely.
vibe.
Absolutely.
Amazing, amazing. Wow. I mean, you see, the thing is, as I think for the Bahraini market and for the Bahraini consumer, I mean, we are pretty much familiar with American food,
Right.
but when it comes to like actual, like somewhere, like I say, more specialized in a certain state, maybe we never got that chance to see that. Maybe just generic American food on
Yeah.
the Brennex from the USA. But when you bring them something from Chicago, like an
Right.
actual pizza from Chicago or the pecan pie and everything else, I guess that is something we don't get to see every day. So you're
Yeah.
bringing that to Bahrain right now, which is pretty
Absolutely. You see, I think many people, not only in Bahrain, but worldwide, they got corrupted with the fast food.
Right.
And they consider that to be the American diet or the American. It's not. You know, this is fast food. That's all it is.
cool. Okay.
There is actual, real American food, and whether it is, you know, there are different cities or different states. They have different foods. Like if you go to New Orleans, totally different than Chicago or
Okay.
New York, or New York is totally different than LA. So it's they have a huge variety of food. It's not limited to burgers.
Okay.
That's what I meant
Okay.
to say. So we tried. I tried in my restaurant and now to present that side of the American food. People don't see it in Bahrain. And one of them is pies. They actually, before I started producing pies, not many were familiar with it. You know, there is some pies in some supermarkets, which is really not the standard that should be. And when they were met with this, they totally loved it, fell in love with it.
Amazing.
Yeah. So.
Wow.
So, we, you know, I try to introduce other American stuff. Thanksgiving, for example.
Yes, I was going to ask about that actually.
That was between Thanksgiving and Christmas this this Thanksgiving and Christmas. We've done about 121 turkeys,
Wow.
dinners. Yeah, complete full dinners. with the
120.
21.
21, I'm sorry. We just last one.
Yeah, we've done that. It was very hectic, to say the least, because we make the full spread. Not only stuffed turkey or just. Many people here, they still don't know the concept of Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And they don't know. They make the turkey as if it is roasted chicken. It's not. It's completely different ball game. And I've got it because of the virtue of living there for 17 years and serving it and so on. So we've done very, very well with that. So that's very American. You don't get any American than that. Apple pie and Thanksgiving dinner.
Amazing. Wow, there's a lot going on here. Yeah. So I can say right now my next Thanksgiving is going to be definitely with you.
It has to be.
Trying a turkey and get the tryptophan kick to it,
Absolutely.
and just
you don't have
down.
to wait till Thanksgiving.
Yeah?
Anytime, year round.
Let's go.
Yeah, just let me know when.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Now, what I really want to do is try at least something here. And now I can look at the cookie, and this is a big cookie.
It is. It's a monster cookie.
It's a monster cookie.
Yeah.
Like Sesame Street monster?
Well,
okay.
I loved Sesame Street characters, yeah.
All right.
We don't sell them yet. We don't produce them. We will be doing so in the next couple of weeks.
Ooh.
Yeah. This is only one of about 10 different cookies. They're all New York style stuffed cookies with, when you break them open, some goodies will leak out, and we're not responsible for dry cleaning bills. But you have to be careful with them. But these, I just made them for you. They are only chocolate chip with walnuts.
Thank you. Okay,
Please try.
I would love to. Man,
should be crunchy outside.
The grip is just enough to tell me that I'm holding something magical here.
Well,
okay, let's go.
I could hear the crunch all the way here. You need a glass of ice milk.
Too good. Too good. It was just one bite. Too rich.
Yes, it is.
It's crunchy, it's soft, it's rich with taste.
Right.
Now, I sensed, of course, a lot of chocolate, which is so good.
Right.
The butter. Now, what is else there as well?
Just walnuts, roasted walnuts.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I will go for another bite, but we have a lot to talk about here. We're too excited. Leave it right here. That's mine, right there. My name is on it. Wow, wow. So what do we have here? So the cookies were amazing. You get pecan pie.
Yes, we have pecan pie here. I have a lemon meringue.
Right.
And blueberry pie, apple pie, and pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie.
As well as the Chicago, of course. All of these, we use fresh ingredients. We don't use anything from can. They're all fresh fruits. With, and these are all baked this morning, so.
Amazing. How long would it take you to get one of these cakes? Oh, I'm sorry, pies. See, we're used to cakes more, but pies, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I do a lot of cakes.
Amazing. Yeah. But like for one of these pies to be actually baked and all that, how long will it take?
Well, actual baking time for most of these is about 50 minutes.
15, okay.
50, 50.
50, oh wow.
Yeah, preparation takes longer. Some of them have to be frozen. You have to freeze the crust first. Some have to be blind baked and then cooled, and then, like the lemon meringue, I had to do it the night before, otherwise it won't sit. So.
Wow, there's a lot going on behind the scenes that we don't know about for this beauty and goodness to be part of our show today. Now, you just mentioned that whole thing with ingredients, right?
Right.
And some of them can be expensive, but if I would say, what would be the most, I wouldn't say expensive, but the hardest thing to put together when it comes to ingredients? Well, what kind of pie would that be for you?
Really, it's a rhubarb pie. We used to get rhubarb in Bahrain. Now we don't. I don't know why. And everybody's asking for it. They love rhubarb and strawberry pie.
Okay.
So I would love to do that again. But otherwise, no problems.
Okay. Okay. And the blueberries are good. They're
We have
available.
plenty of blueberries
Plenty of
these
those.
days, yeah.
I mean, and you normally go to a certain blueberry, like from South Africa, or you're always going to go to the American one?
Prefer the Americans. They are bigger, they're firmer, sweeter.
Okay.
So I use less sugar.
Okay.
You know, the sweeter the fruit is, the less sugar I use.
Hmm.
Same with raspberries or with strawberries or any other fruit like that.
It's amazing. At this point, I just want to give a big shout out to your daughter, Sarah Nabil, an
Thank you.
amazing personality on radio and a musician, part of the Outlaw production crew as well. And all around together, an amazing person, like knowing that pretty much you are the dad. I'm like, of course. Of course.
Well, now I'm identified by her, so she made something for herself on her own.
True, true. And of course, I mean, what would be her favorite pie?
Well, don't tell anybody, but Sarah is not a pie person.
Okay, well, nobody knows.
But I guess she would go for a pecan pie.
Okay.
She always ordered that for her crew.
All right.
Yeah.
Right. So pretty much when you go back home and you start cooking, it's like, hey, daddy's in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Do not disturb.
No.
Things are happening. And now, as you can see, the apple pie has been sliced.
Right.
Tell us more about the apple pie.
Well, it's all fresh apples, of course, and it takes me about 6 hours to make it.
6 hours?
Yeah.
Whoa, why?
Well, I let the apples sit, marinate, soak, whatever it is,
Okay.
and with sugar and I talk a lot of sugar, but I don't really use a lot of sugar.
The good kind of sugar,
Yeah.
I'm sure of it.
Sugar and spices and
Right.
some flour, and let it sit for 3-4 hours. Then all the water comes down
Okay.
from the apples, because the apples are full of water.
Yes.
If you bake it with the as is, the pie would collapse
Okay.
after baking.
All right.
So I have to cook the apples, get rid of the water, evaporates.
Interesting.
Yeah, there's some work to it.
Yeah, it's like engineering at this point.
Yeah.
So, any kind of apples do you rather use, like local apples? Or
No, there are no local apples that I know of.
that actually would be good for the apple pie?
No, I only use Granny Smith.
Okay, well, because of the type of it, the nature of the apple itself.
It cooks well and does not wilt and becomes applesauce.
Okay.
It does not.
Okay.
When you cut into it, actually,
Yeah.
the pieces of the apple still there. You could see the piece of the apple.
This is so interesting. This is so interesting to hear this, because your attention to details are just phenomenal. Like how you want to make sure that everything is just would taste exactly as it is
Yeah,
when
well,
you're back home in Chicago.
Exactly. I actually, when I serve this, I have an American customer sitting in front of me. Like he would say, no, this does not taste like my auntie's cooking or my auntie's pie. And actually, I had Americans visit with me, and he asked for, one particular gentleman, he asked for sweet potato pie.
Fruit potato pie.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that is as southern as you can get in the United States.
Can only imagine.
And also African American, they
Okay.
are. And he was, so he's. And I made it for him, and he said, well, I'm going to compare it to my auntie's, whatever her name was. Yeah. And then he came a couple of days later, he said, you know what?
Yeah?
This is even better
No!
than hers. I
Oh.
swear. I used to call him Shorty, and he was 7 feet 2 inches tall. So.
Well, big shout out to him, that's for sure.
Well, he's not in Bahrain now, unfortunately. He left, but yes, shout out to him.
Yeah. Well, I want to try the apple
Please
pie.
do.
I mean, it looks so rich.
So you could see on the side the
Yeah.
pieces of the apple. It's not. It did not become what you call it, applesauce.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like actual pieces of pie. I
Yeah.
mean, apples.
Sure.
Okay, let's go. Wow, smells good. You've done it again.
Well, thank you.
It was the first bite, so rich. It was just there. I mean, the dynamics of the taste just filling out
Right.
my senses and all of that. It just really did it for me.
Well, thank you very much.
I mean, thank you for making this happen. I mean, so 35 years
Yes.
in this industry, from Chicago to Bahrain,
Yeah.
and wow, was this always your main focus?
No. No, in Chicago, as a matter of fact, I had a brokerage company.
Okay.
I was a broker.
All right.
For several years, 8, 9, something like that.
Okay.
And then I had a telecom company.
A telecom company.
I was one of the first ones in Chicago to actually offer the internet in our company, and I didn't know the value of it. And
How crazy is that?
oh,
How crazy is that?
yeah,
And now you get it.
that was one of the biggest mistakes of my life.
Well, pretty much it brought up a good character, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, this spy would not be here without you taking all these steps and experiences, I would say.
No, but it's something I really wanted to do this.
Okay.
It is, look, if you're doing it without loving it, without the passion of doing it, it's not going to work.
Right.
You know, the customer is going to see right through you.
Right.
It's just another burger, it's just another pizza, you know, that's offered all over the mall. You have to be different. You have to offer something different.
Right.
And
Okay.
it has to be with love and passion and gusto.
It really shows.
Thank
it
you.
really shows the love, the passion, the attention to details, the hard work. It shows. And it's organic, it's real.
It is.
It
Thank
has
you.
character
Thank
to
you.
it. So really appreciate that. Would love to talk to you more about this, definitely. But if you would leave us with like few last words to us and to your viewers, what would that be?
I love you all, to start. And shout out to all my customers who keep bombarding me with love messages on Instagram and WhatsApp and all of that, telling me they enjoyed my food, and that's all makes it all worth it. Hopefully, like I said, I will be with you again soon in a new place and new stuff. I have lots of new stuff coming up. So, and be good.
Be good. Well, sir, thank you so much. Our sincerest gratitude
Thank you.
just revealed to you for the amazing effort and the beautiful things you created for us and to the world.
Well,
And can't wait to join you more with other
I,
stuff.
I'm really thrilled that you invited me. Thank you so much.
It's an
I had
honor.
such a wonderful time. Even before I came to the studio, I'm making these things for you. I made them all myself. And
Wow.
just meeting with you and the crew over here, they're all
Oh,
wonderful.
they're loving you.
Thank you so
Definitely.
much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for being with us right here on Bahrain Now. Much
Thank
appreciated.
you. Thank you. Anytime.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm out of words. I'm speechless. The food is great. Mr. Nabil is just an amazing person. Do visit him on his Instagram account and pretty much just feel the love of the food that he's creating for us right here in Bahrain. All that took place in an interview with Mr. Nabil right here on Bahrain Now. Well, everyone, I hope you all enjoyed that episode as much as I did. Don't forget to reach out to us on our social media accounts shown below and stay tuned for more happenings right here on Bahrain Now. I'm Bara Abdullah. Till next time, Bahrain, goodbye and God bless.